Hi everyone, it's Rachel here. Today I actually want to do a bit of a book haul, which is a little rare on my channel. It doesn't happen that often. But in the last month I've acquired a couple of books, so I want to do a small book haul. But I also want to tag this video as a weekend reads because I'm actually really proud of myself and I've already started reading all of the books that I've received, so they're not just sitting on my shelf unread, but are actually getting read right now. So basically I just want to show you all the books that I've recently picked up and my thoughts on reading them so far. Now this first book actually won in a Goodreads giveaway, and it's perhaps a little bit unusual from what I normally show on this channel, but I received 365 Style by Nikki Hilton, and yes, I believe she is the sister of Paris Hilton. I'm by no means a celebrity follower. I honestly don't follow the celebrities at all. However, I do have a big soft spot for fashion, and don't get me wrong, I'm not the most fashionable person. I tend to be a t-shirt and jeans kind of girl, but I still love reading fashion magazines, looking at pictures on Pinterest, and when I saw this book, I just thought that looked really neat. I love to just page through fashion books and maybe it'll rub off on me and I'll become a little bit more put together. I'm super impressed by the giveaway. This is a nice color hardback edition. I know a lot of early reads are often black and white, things like that, but this is absolutely gorgeous and a very thick book considering the subject matter. The pictures are gorgeous, glossy. There's actually quite a bit of writing in this one. It just goes over her different philosophies on fashion and talking about everything from denim jackets to tights to jumpers, and I don't know, it's something I will definitely browse through. Not for everyone. The guys who watch my channel are probably rolling their eyes right now. I'm so sorry, but I think this will just be a really nice kind of coffee table read when I just feel like flipping through something on my couch. Now this next book is the only book that I actually bought with my own money, but I only spent 25 cents at a library sale, so I don't feel too bad about that. And that is Nicholas Sparks' A Walk to Remember. Of course, this was made into a movie back in, I think, the 90s. I absolutely love the movie. I've watched it so many times. It came out, I think, when I was a preteen, and I've just been obsessed with it. Now it's nostalgic. I love watching it over and over again. So I was really excited to pick up the book that it was based off. I knew going into it that it was going to be different. I think the movie is kind of being modernized while this takes place in the 1950s. So it is a little bit different. I've read about 30 pages so far. I am enjoying it. I'm hoping that my love of the movie won't discourage me from loving this book because they're obviously going to be different, but I'm hoping I can still really enjoy it. Now, I have actually read a couple other books by Nicholas Sparks. I read Dear John, which I thought was pretty good, and Safe Haven, which I really enjoyed. I'm hoping to really like this one. I kind of wanted to read a bit more romance than I previously had, and if the story is what I think it is, it should be really nice and sweet, and I'm looking forward to this. I'll probably read this during work. I kind of can read about 20 pages at a time, so this book might take me a while to get through just because I'm going to be reading it in really short chunks over my lunch hour. Now these final two books that I received this month I got from my husband's aunt, and I really appreciate her passing these along to me. She wasn't interested in reading this series and I still needed the last two books. And that of course is the Song of Ice and Fire series. She had the gorgeous large-sized trade-back edition of Feast for Crows, which will perfectly match my first 3 copies. Super excited for this one. Already started. I'm 3 chapters in and loving it so far. I know for a lot of people this is their least favorite out of the 5 published books. I definitely hope I enjoy it. So far I'm really enjoying the perspectives I've seen so far, and the other book she gave me was the 5th and final released book, which of course is A Dance of Dragons. It is a smaller edition, so I would eventually like to go back and buy a matching larger trade-back edition. But for now, no problem. I'm just really anxious to finish this series this year, or at least finish up to the published last book, and I'm just need to know what happens next. I'm so afraid of spoilers, so this for sure is going to happen before the year is out. I'm so excited. I'm hoping to read the last 2 back to back. Now the final book I want to show you I'm currently listening to as an audiobook. This is not a book I bought, but simply a book that I got out from the library, and that is Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. I've read both of her young adult books, which I really enjoyed, and was looking forward to trying out her adult romance. It's kind of a chick lit type book, and so far it's really enjoyable. It's definitely kind of light and fluffy, and while I'm enjoying that, I am looking forward to reading more serious books in the fall. during the kind of fall winter seasons I tend to crave darker, more complex, serious books, and so over the summer months I tend to read a little bit lighter material. So I'm really enjoying this one as a summer read, but at the same time I'm starting to feel ready to move on to something a little more serious. But so far it's really good. I think most people are aware of the plot. There's a guy who basically reads the emails of these two girls and ends up kind of having an interest in one of them. Just a really light, fun audiobook to listen to. So that's everything I'm currently reading. Definitely, as always, share your thoughts down below if you've read any of these, or maybe if you're reading something really spectacular this weekend that I gotta know about. Always appreciate recommendations. I'll talk to you all soon. Thanks, goodbye.